Now, ladies and gentlemen, after the two typical German SMEs, the two German multinationals, you may wonder who the heck is Mr. Giete and who is the company Taural. Never heard of it. Well, he is our secret champion, not the hidden champion, the secret champion. Because he basically is an Indo-German product, and that's why I'm very happy that he is with us here today. Because coming from a very simple and humble background, from a farming background, he somehow found his life in engineering, and he studied engineering at the TH Aachen, which is the best German technical university, and I can tell you, we have many best technical universities in Germany. And incidentally, when last week the German president was here, we traveled to Chennai with him and we visited the IIT Madras, which was started 65 years ago by the TH Aachen, his alma mater, and today is the best engineering college in India. So he not only took the best German engineering college to learn his business, but then he also went into the foundry business, which actually, interestingly enough, in Germany is still existing. But it has huge challenges because of energy, because of environmental topics, but again also because of family business who ran out of steam. And interestingly enough, two of the most successful Indian companies that have invested in Germany are Bharat Forge and Mahindra & Mahindra, and both of them bought German foundry companies. Mr. Baba Kalyani bought Peddinghaus in Germany, a family company from Düsseldorf, 150 years old, which went into liquidation, and he bought them out and today employs more people with them than they ever employed before. And Mahindra & Mahindra bought two foundries called Jecco and Schöneweiss, and the companies were owned by an entrepreneur whose kids didn't want to go into business. And when he was 80 plus, he said, maybe I'm not internally living and maybe I should look after my company. And then he found the Mahindra family, and they first bought 90% and kept 10% with him. And eventually they took over everything after they have learned the trade. So therefore, foundry business in Germany is very strong, and Mr. Giete found the right business, but now he will explain to you his secrets.
Thank you very much, Steinrucker, for fantastic introduction. Thank you. Let me introduce myself and how I'm related to Mittelstand. Actually, as he said, I'm coming from very humble background in Marathwada region of Maharashtra. I completed my graduation in metallurgy from College of Engineering, Pune, which is quite well known. After my graduation, I went to Germany for post-graduation in same field, metallurgy. And I actually did my master's in metallurgical engineering from Technical University of Aachen, which is commonly known as RWTH Aachen, which is a western region of Germany. So basically, started nearly 10 years living in Germany, in the west and southern part of Germany. So I worked for companies, most of my career I worked in foundry business only, and especially in aluminium. So I worked for companies called BMW, which is, I mean, BMW is well known for car, but they have, most of you must be not knowing, they have also their own foundry, which is for very special product like blocks and engine head. They have their own foundry in Landshut, which is in Bavaria. So I worked there for 2 years as an intern and master thesis person. So after that, I actually went to a company called Mahle. Mahle is into piston system, and I was working in a process development department. So we used to develop the new processes and implement into the actually serial production plants like Poland, then again Italy. So basically, last 1 year I worked for a traditional Mittelstand company called Metallguss Brinschwitz, which is in near Karlsruhe. They are having somewhere 25 employees with a turnover of 5 million euro. That's where I have learned what is really Mittelstand is. I mean, how painful it is to run the business on your own. Actually, you have to go on the field, you have to work with the people, you have to show them, because you don't have the departments like HR and training and development department and all these things. So having learned this Mittelstand in Germany, I thought that I will start something in India. I will actually try to do something in India, which was the intention from the beginning when I left India. So 2013, I have started a very small company in Pune on the Bangalore highway. So which was having 15 people, which is like a micro or small enterprises. And let me tell you that actually we have survived with 4 years exporting the good casting to Germany and some European countries like England. So basically, let me tell you the gentlemen that, ladies and gentlemen, that actually one of the German managing director from our customer base, he visited our company and he actually was quite surprised where I am going. When we were traveling to the southern part of Pune, he said that after seeing the road condition and all, I was quite surprised that whether I will see really good foundry. But let me tell you that after seeing the foundry, he changed his overview and he said, which I will never forget in my life, he said that this is a German standard company with the 15 people. So thank you very much. Basically, market demand, as most of you are actually entrepreneurs and working for a big organization, you know that market demand is always investment, more investment for the value-added services like CNC machining, leak testing, quality checkup and all, which I was not having. Even the companies like Pakar, multinational truck manufacturers, they visited me and they said that I have all confidence in you that being a technocrat, you can really make the good casting. But how about when you fall sick or you are not there? Nobody is here to look after your business. This was a big challenge for me, and this is how I actually started looking for a partnership, which I entered in 2016 recently with a company called Tony Alutek. Tony Alutek is actually a best example of the Mittelstand in Germany. Let me tell you in 2 minutes. Actually, they have started, actually this is a third generation business for them, and they have started in 1967 in a city called Harthausen, which is near, which is in the Rhineland-Pfalz. Actually, in 1967, it was also not so common in Germany to actually start an aluminum foundry. And this family has done that courage. They have shown that courage. And today, let me tell you, from the Mittelstand, where they have started in 1967 with 25 people, today we are, our Alutek Tony is a company with 125 million euro turnover and 1,500 people employability. So basically, being a job-making company, I mean, such a big company in the foundry field, you will actually hardly see in the world. So basically, we are, let me tell you that, again, the innovation and R&D, which is very famous for the Mittelstand. 60%, more than 60% of the innovation is coming from the Mittelstand. And our Tony Alutek is a good example of that, because Mr. Tony's father, even at the age of 80, today he is quite well known in a lot of big companies, like we are supplying to Siemens, General Electric, Alstom, Bombardier, railway section. And Mr. Tony's father is quite famous for his innovation to transform the assembled part and welded part into a single aluminum casting, which will give you the lightweight. So basically, this is how actually our Tony Alutek is a good example of Mittelstand and R&D sector. So this is a short introduction. So maybe Mr. Steinrucker, when he allows me, I will talk about the R&D, more insight about the Mittelstand. Thank you very much. Okay.